And we're back with another episode of the Lakers Fast Break podcast. It's Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here from Lakers Fast Break, Pop Culture Cosmos, where we cover the latest news and trends in pop culture each and every week, twice a week, wherever you get your podcasts. On the latest Pop Culture Cosmos, which you can see right now if you're a member, or you can go ahead and check it out on the YouTube page as well. And also, as well, of course, if you got audio out there, you can catch on the Pop Culture Cosmos channel on, of course, Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It's our Black Friday episode. We tell you some of the deals we like. We tell you what's going on with Black Friday, the new trends that have been going on with all the retailers. We like some of it. We don't like some of it. We tell you why. Plus, also as well, Wicked for Good had a wicked start to its run at the box office, plus the end of Stranger Things and more. So go ahead and check out the Pop Culture Cosmos wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're kind of lazy, that's okay. If you're a member, you get to see it right here. I just threw it up there for you as a member right here on the Lakers Fast Break YouTube channel, indeed. But also, as well, don't forget my good friend in honor of Black Friday, Drip Show. At Drip Show Shop on Instagram and Twitter. Please go ahead. Look at the quality of this awesome pillow, memorializing and remembering the great Kobe and Gigi Bryant right here for you. Look at the quality on this pillow. Awesome. It's soft. I feel I can go like right to sleep right now. Oh, I'm sorry. No, can't do that. Got to stay awake to do the show. And look at the canvas art behind me of Luka and Kobe right there for you. You can get this quality work done for you. First off, all you have to do is just follow on Instagram or Twitter at Drip Show Shop right there for you. Send them a message. Tell them what you're looking for. Canvas art, pillows, hats, posters, t-shirts. Do it in some type of design for sports, pop culture. You do K-pop Demon Hunters, Taylor Swift, Lakers, Steelers, of course, Golden Knights, something like that. Doesn't matter. You send him the idea that you're thinking about, and he'll see if he can make it happen for you. That's at Drip Show Shop on Instagram and Twitter for your holiday gift ideas for a sports or pop culture fan out there. They would truly think it's very special and probably the best gift they've ever gotten from Drip Show Shop on Instagram and Twitter. All right, also as well, don't forget the Lakerholics crew. Hopefully they will be part of your Black Friday weekend on Saturday with another Lakerholics show. If you didn't get a chance, check out their show last Saturday. Also, as well, I dropped an NBA Observations, just premiered it earlier today. It came up on Monday for members first. For audio members, it's going to be coming up here later this week. It is with Caleb Ponce and myself. We talked at length about the Drippers, who lost again tonight to the Lakers. But we talk at length about the Clippers and their poor situation. We did talk about the benefactor of the Paul George trade, the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then also we talk about the actually a little bit more than that, best contracts in the NBA. It's a great conversation I had with Caleb. We do it on a weekly basis now, so hopefully you catch it. I'm looking forward to bringing out more NBA observations with more great people out there in the not too distant future. And remember, members get it first for just $2.99 a month right here on the Lakers Fast Break as well. Well, hopefully the guys will be coming in here in a few seconds, but for now, it is me, Gerald Glassford. Thanks again for watching, listening. Truly appreciate it. The Lakers came in tonight for some NBA Cup action with a later time slot that they started at. I asked Joe Sorrell, if he had remembered a time where a game had started this late in the evening, 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern. I know it was because NBA on NBC wanted to do their special NBA Cup thing as far as having certain bracketed games done during prime time for both the East and West Coast. And he said, no, I can't remember a time where a Lakers game has started this late. And with that, though, the Lakers, would they have any problems going in regards to what they were going up against in not only a NBA Cup game for the battle for first place in their Group C, but also as well a battle intra-city against the Los Angeles Clippers. And for the first half, back and forth, Stop me if you've heard this before. It's been recent about as far as what the Lakers have been going through. Lakers, though, in the first half were led by a really, really good performance scoring wise by Luka Doncic with over 30 points in the first half. But in the second half, the Lakers played more as a team on both sides of the ball. And in the end, in the second half, they finally just like in Utah against a team that's also struggling this year, if you can just find a 3 to 5 minute window when you force the opponent really hard on defense, when you play defense with effort for 3 to 5 minutes, you can put this game away. And in the fourth quarter, they did just that, outscoring the Clippers 37-25. Let me get you the numbers right now. Again, he had a great and sensational first half. Luka actually overall 43 points, 13 assists, 9 rebounds. Austin Reaves chipped in with 31, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. LeBron James in his best game to date since his return, 25, 6 and 6 for him. Rui chipped in with 13. Jackson Hayes gave you some good effort in place of DeAndre Ayton today with 8 points himself. And then the rest of the bench didn't get a whole lot of offensive production from the bench. Marcus Smart led with 7, but still it was enough to get the Lakers by and hopefully moving on to Las Vegas, closer to that cash-a-rooney that they're looking forward to, the extra pay for the winner of the NBA Cup. We'll see what happens as it continues to roll itself out, but that margin of victory is key, and the Lakers had a good game today. They closed it out strong, 135-118. So looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Looking forward to getting the guys here on the show. So hopefully we can go ahead and get that taken care of. All right, I guess so. Yes, thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Great to have you here, my friend. Joe, is that are you going to stop on by? I thought I sent out the link to you. If I didn't, let me know. I'll go ahead and resend it to you as I thought I did. But again, it is the Lakers Fast Break. Truly appreciate you guys join us. Yeah, I did. Looks like I did. So hopefully you guys can jump on the air, you and John. Hopefully we'll be able to go ahead and have a good conversation on what went on tonight with the Lakers beating the Clippers 135-118. But let's hear what you guys have to say right here in the chat. Oh, what's going on there in the chat? Kind of trouble sometimes when I go in the chat, but tell you what, it's great to have you guys here. Intel Wild, great to have you here as well. Oldest team ever in the NBA. I think it is one of the top. I know the Lakers, if you remember on 2022, is also a very old team. Golden State is also not a whole lot younger as well, but this could be the oldest team in the NBA right now. Intel, you might be right on that. Again, Hayes as an enforcer. Well, remember, Jose, I don't know if you remember what he said. I believe it was during the training camp that Jackson Hayes, and this bases off for our audio listeners, there was a dust up late in the game. Chris Dunn kind of put the ball really meanly and mean-spiritedly when Luka Doncic took exception to being pushed down by him. And he put the ball right in his gut, did Chris Dunn, put it into Luka's gut, and then it's in retaliation. Jackson Hayes pushed Chris Dunn hard, and that led to a brouhaha. Chris Dunn struck or just grazed Jackson Hayes in the melee. I think he might have hit a ref too. I'm not 100% certain on that. We kind of on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break kind of thought that that's what happened. So Chris Dunn was ejected from the game, but Hayes, getting back to the story as far as what he said he wants to get his Slovenian passport and play with Luka in the upcoming Olympics. So I'll let you guys go ahead and chat about that one there. But it is, of course, Gerald Glassford. Thanks again for watching, listening. Truly appreciate it. Doomsday says, Gerald, this team could be very, very good defensively, but they're so good on offense. It's just hard for teams to score and keep pace. As I've said, Doomsday, if the Lakers, I said this at the beginning of the year, if the Lakers could field their team together at the starting unit, and I know this was when we were all discussing, should Rui go on the bench? Should Austin go on the bench? Should we bring Smart in off the bench and put him in the starting lineup? If the Lakers held to, DeAndre Ayton plus the guys who went to the playoffs last year in the starting lineup, meaning Rui, LeBron, Austin, and Austin and Luka, That is probably one of the top 3 or 4 offenses in the league. Defensively was going to be the key. And right now they're a top 15 defense. And when I heard that earlier this week that their defensive rating is 14th in the league, I was kind of surprised because I had said I would be happy if the team was in the 15 to 20 range. I would have been happy with that, but they need to focus at certain points with most team just for a 3 to 7 minute period in that second half, and that will usually be enough to get enough distance to allow them to go ahead and get these victories. It's when they play these tough teams like Oklahoma City, Houston, Denver, and like that's when you have to focus more on a 48-minute basis from with those guys on your defensive end. That it remains to be seen if the Lakers can focus on a 48-minute basis against a top team in the NBA. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But tonight, again, against a terrible Clippers team, a Clippers team that is truly disappointed, a team that a lot of people, including myself, thought was going to be much better than they are this season. They just needed to focus in and on the defensive end for a 3 to 5 minute period, and that would be the difference in the game. And sure enough, in that fourth quarter, it turned out to be the case. And again, they created enough distance and a buffer so that even when the game really started to get ugly, and as you guys saw out there, so many stoppages, so many reviews, so many refs calling as far as ticky-tack fouls all over the place. I know the Lakers, as Blake said, foul merchants, but they've been foul merchants for years as far as specialists like LeBron, now Luka, Austin. Those guys are fishing for a lot of fouls. That's what they've been doing for years now. And now Luka's on our team as well, so he fishes for a lot of fouls. I get that. I understand that. On the other end, James Harden is going to hunt for fouls. You know that Kawhi is going to hunt for fouls, and again, these refs were calling pretty much everything and slowing the game to a crawl, and it really was at times unbearable to watch because of what went on. But again, I'm glad the Lakers got the victory, and I'm hoping that the Lakers now tied once again for second place in the Western Conference can sustain, which is more important to me than the NBA Cup. I'm sorry to say. That's the most important thing to me. I'm happy that the Lakers are now tied for second place with the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference, and hopefully they can maintain that going forward. Intel Wild, truly appreciate the super chat. Monday MF, the toenail clippers strippers, the clowns of Inglewood. Go back to San Diego. That was I said this on my NBA observations with Caleb Ponce. I said, and thank you for the super chat again. I'll read the next one here in a sec. I said if they should they should not only, as Joe, Mr. Smiley, giving you his Thanksgiving smile right there, like a turkeyish grin there, or he's just a turkey. I really think that nice punishment would not only be suspending Kawhi for a year, taking away 5 future first-round picks from the Clippers, but sending him back to San Diego would be a great punishment indeed. But speaking of punishment, a good man is here to provide you some punishment out there on the airwaves. He is part of the Joe Soro experiment on YouTube. Also, as well, don't forget playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break for me, but also for him, Joe Soro experiment on playback as well. They had the game on their end. It is Joe Soro. Joe, great to have you here, my friend. Pulling away with the victory. Stop me if you've heard this before. Once they focused in for a period of time on the defensive end, they created the distance that they need to get this victory. They move on in the NBA Cup. They're most likely headed to Vegas now. What are your thoughts on a great victory today over the Drippers?
Well, once the Clippers stopped making shots out of their a-hole, then they came back down to earth, and the Lakers just kept.
Yeah, they were
what
shooting
they were
68% from 3 in the first half.
That and the assistance of the refs for basically 3.5 quarters of every single type of 50-50 call would go their way, even though half of it was bullshit. That was a terrible product. By the way, I started watching because I wanted to feel the NBC thing. Then I realized I forgot that when NBC was at its peak, you had Marv Albert on there. You had Snapper Jones and you had Bill Walton. That's different. It's different than Reggie Miller. Jesus, Reggie was horrible in the first 10 minutes of that game. I had to switch it back to Sportsnet. Why did NBC hire him? He wasn't any good on TNT. Why the hell did they hire him? Like, get a better color guy, for God's sakes. Luka was dropping threes left and right, and he's like, the Clippers are blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit about the Clippers? Seriously. You're talking about the Clippers and Kawhi and Harden while Luka's having what looked like an all-timer. Yeah. But he didn't have to. He didn't have to have one. He basically set the tone, and then the Lakers handled business. By the way, great game by LeBron tonight.
Yes.
Looks like he's coming into his own.
25, 6, and 6 for him.
Austin was doing Austin things. I thought Jackson Hayes was phenomenal. I thought LaRavia was doing all those things that box scores don't show. Marcus Smart was doing a little bit of it too. Rui was hitting his shots as well. Great team game. You can say the defense wasn't all there, but again, there's a difference between defense playing bad and the other team hitting every damn shot. It's just, I know it's an 82-game season. I know you're going to deal with that every now and then, but I hate the Clippers. I fucking hate that team. I hate everything about them.
I do want to say this, though. Where's John? I really want to go ahead and have that Jake LaRavia conversation. I've been waiting over a week now. I know he's under the weather. He said he would be here tonight. Where the hell is he? Gosh, man.
Under the weather.
He's hiding. He's hiding
under the
from
weather.
He said he was under the weather last time.
Grown ass men don't talk about being under the weather. That's a middle-aged mother with 4 kids that does that kind of stuff, not a grown man.
Okay, well, he's sick, whatever you want to call it. Check out Best League's new site talking about the MVP race. I put the link in there for you. Appreciate Intel Wild with his super chats. LeBron doesn't.
How long have you known me, Gerald? How many times have I told you I was sick?
No, but you've told other people they're sick in the head quite a bit. That's for sure.
Well, I didn't say I wasn't sick in the head. I said actually sick.
But you got it right, Joe. LeBron doesn't even need to score 28 more, 18 and 10 dimes and play a little more defense. Again, he still takes plays off on the defensive end. We saw that tonight, but
I wouldn't say he takes
what
plays
we're getting
off.
Out of
it's
him.
Preservation.
Plays off preservation is going to be the same thing. I'm going to call
don't miss.
I'll do what I'm going to
misguide what I'm saying.
I'm going to say what I'm going to say. LeBron takes plays off on defense, and then he still scored 25, 6, and 6. And I think that is maximizing his ability on the offensive end. Joe, he is awesome right now as a facilitator. It's still not working great as far as his shot clean as of yet, but I'm telling you what, he is finding a way in this offense. I know that you and I were worried, and a lot of other people worried about how he would integrate himself back into the offensive side of things for the Lakers, especially with Luka and AR so hot to start the season. This is the best of all possible worlds we've seen from LeBron so far.
LeBron looks like, for the first time in a long time, he doesn't have to do LeBron things for this team to succeed. And when it is his time, Luka sits, the Lakers extend the lead in the fourth quarter, which is creating a little bit of a reputation for Mr. J.J. Redick. When the Lakers are leading after the half, they usually win the game. That's good. That's a good stat to have. That means he's good at closing. That's a Mariano Rivera stat in the NBA. I like it. I like it a lot. Keep up the good work. 13-4 in a billion years. I would have never predicted 13-4 this year. Not with the injuries they've had.
All of our expectations.
With the injuries they've had, I didn't predict 13-4 if they were healthy the whole time. Let alone, and the reason why is because they've been playing on the road 80% of the time. absolutely killing it. If you guys didn't have proof of how much Luka Doncic affects this team, affects the teams he plays on, you're getting a dose. You're getting a dose now, so much so that you have LeBron James coasting and still effective, still doing LeBron things, but he's not doing it. Doesn't look like he's doing it with like all his might. There's a difference. If you've watched LeBron play for 8 years now, with the Lakers especially, obviously you've seen it before, but with the Lakers, because we watch every game, LeBron always had to be the guy that did all the work. He's not doing that this year. I have never seen this.
Seems like he's taking like 1 or 2 plays to show you he still can, where he's going driving the lane or he's going at top speed. But like you said, the rest of the game, he's managing it as smartly as he can.
Sorry, I got a funny message from Jeff. Winning, the way they're winning is why it's exciting. It's not just, oh, is it a fluke? Is it the Toronto Raptors kind of getting a hot streak? There's discussion that Detroit might be there too, although I do think Detroit isn't a fluke. Detroit has horses. They have a superstar that's about to blow up in Cade Cunningham. And the East is wide open. It's as wide open as I think I've ever seen it. I don't think I've ever seen the East this wide open, even though they've been weak for the last 27 years. So my excitement with that is if the Lakers can harness what they're doing, not have any debilitating injuries to the main guys by the end of the year, and a couple things go their way, man, if they can just get to the finals, they're going to win it. They'll win it. And I would love to play Detroit in the finals. I want a little bit of revenge from 04. 04 and 89. It's been 2 straight by Detroit against LA. I'd like to stop that a little bit. Again, I'm not saying that it's going to be Detroit and LA, but it would be nice just because of the teams. And my cousins are all fair weather fans, so they're going to be cheering for Detroit because we're all, from Detroit, suburbs of Detroit, and originally. So yeah, it's been one hell of a month in sports for our LA teams. It's thank you, Nico Harrison. Again, I can't thank him enough. I cannot thank that man enough.
Thanksgiving.
That man, I swear, if the Lakers win a couple championships because of this, Luka wins a couple championships. How do you not send that guy a ring? I would. What are those rings now? $50,000 each, Gerald? They used to be 30, but the way that they're looking at, it's probably 50, right?
Yeah.
I'm sending him one, at least one.
We were talking about how in playback, how Elgin Baylor got one that he did not accept for the year that they went on the title that he retired early on, and Phil Jackson won one for a year that.
He was injured in 70.
He was injured. Yeah,
he was injured.
So there you go. If they send it to those guys, why not send it to Nico or build that statue?
That's completely different. Elgin played.
No,
in 71, 72.
I'm joking with you.
Right, yes, I know. And then, I would say the one I respected a lot was Terrell Owens sold his NFC championship ring in 04 when he was in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, NFC championship ring. What the hell am I going to do with this? Wipe my ass with it? Like, I thought he did good with it.
Once again, the Lakers win. They're now 13-4, tied for second place in the Western Conference, 135-118. Their next game is on Friday against the Dallas Mavericks. Interesting how we discuss Luka, Nico Harrison, and the Dallas Mavericks. That'll be coming up here in just a not too bit on Black Friday, as it were. Intel Wild says if LeBron can come back next season for 20 to 25 mil, we'll see how that looks, Intel. We'll see if that happens. And if he does want to come back for that kind of price to allow the Lakers to build an even deeper team going forward, or to allow the team to sign a very lucrative contract to one Austin Reaves. Thameless said, I think thought in line with us at the beginning of the season that we thought of Austin at a certain value for this team because of what we've seen in previous years, not just in the regular season, but in the playoffs. But as he's having his best season by far of his career here, Joe, and by the way, he gave us 31 tonight. It's getting harder and harder to argue about what kind of value you go ahead and give Austin. And remember, guys, if his agent wants to come to the team if this continues, he can ask for a max of 5 years, $241 million, which I know for Joe and I is still kind of hard to swallow, Joe.
I don't think the market's going to pay him a max contract.
Well,
even
he is
for
4 years, 180 if he leaves somewhere else. Just to let you know, but the Lakers could sign him.
You can't pay him 40. You can't pay him 40. I'd say 35 is going to be the max.
Again, playing with fire, my friend. You're playing with fire.
You are playing with fire, but you have to make that choice depending on how the season ends. If LeBron is effective enough at the end of the year where the Lakers make a run, I can't put it any other way, honestly. At this moment, if the Lakers win the championship, which is not likely, but if they did, I got to stop saying if, but it is what it is. You bring him back. You got to bring him back.
It's getting hard, Damus,
because you're not going to have any name. You're not going to have a main. There's not going to be anything available this coming summer unless someone demands it. It just depends. It's something I think I'm not even thinking about because it's impossible to really predict how things are going to play out. The only guarantee that the Lakers have is that they're going to have a crap load of money to do what they want. They can choose to sign Reaves and LeBron again, or they can choose to build a team around Luka with Reaves. But I think Reaves is a $35 million a year player at this point. But the playoffs will have to be kind of the final say there. If he comes and let's just put this in there. It's not going to happen. If they go to the Western Conference Finals and they win, they go to the finals, it's either going to be LeBron or Luka that win those awards. But I was going to say, because I was in the baseball mode too, where sometimes you get a random guy that wins series MVP. But okay, if Austin wins Western Conference Finals MVP, let's say, and they go to the finals, he's probably going to get max money then at that point. But if he continues to struggle in the playoffs, that's what's going to get held over his head.
By the way, it's Group B for the Lakers. I'm sorry, I misquoted earlier. It's Group B. The Lakers are leading at the top of Group B. And I just put in there, according to Mike Trudell on Twitter, LA is plus 36 after 3 cup wins and play Dallas in the final group game on Friday. OKC is 2-0 with a 63 point differential with 2 home games left to play. That's the scary part, Joe. OKC is a plus 63, and they've got their home games left to play in Group A. Denver and Portland are both 2-1 in Group C, meaning LA can clinch home court for the quarterfinals with a win over Dallas, regardless of point differential. So if they win, they're going to clinch home court for the quarterfinals before they can go to Vegas in this wonderful NBA Cup.
OKC is going to be a problem. Something you have to accept.
I had to read the part about plus 63. Okay, they've had 2 big wins, and realize that they're on the road. So,
However,
yeah.
however, here's where this plays interestingly. When you have Luka Doncic in the zone, that man can win you a series. And no one knows that better than some of the top flight talent out there. The Anthony Edwards and those guys, Oklahoma City, they know this. So the Lakers have a shot, especially if their working parts are there, because Luka can go nuts. Luka dropping 24 points in the first quarter in a road game in Oklahoma City, buttholes will tighten in those series. So it's when you have that kind of player, when you have that freak on your team, and then you're not even factoring in LeBron. What if LeBron has one of those games in a series? So if Luka and LeBron do Luka and LeBron things for each in one game in a series, that's half the wins. That's a lot. So I'm going to enjoy the ride at this point. I'm not going to sit here and predict that they're going to go all the way and get all excited and after 17 games. I'm not going to do that. But I have really, really enjoyed watching them play. The only thing that dampened tonight's game was these refs were absolutely pathetic. It was a disgusting display of NBA freaking officiating. And these reviews taking 15 minutes. Dude, the game took almost 3 hours. And at the worst time, when you channeled 8 p.m. as a start time. And I know
So you've killed your East Coast audience. You've killed your East Coast audience by the start.
There is no East Coast audience anyways, but you just made it worse. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. Do they have some kind of analytics that helps this? What was the point of starting at 8? Did you find out why? I didn't find out why.
No, the only thing it's NBC. They're doing. This is their first year back.
Do they have some lame doctor or some fire TV show that they got to show?
Well, could it be traditional broadcast ways of thinking that prime time for them doesn't start till 8? So 8 on the East Coast with a game, then 8 on the West Coast with a game. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Here's the thing. They probably have some analytic that says it works, and it probably does. But what they continue to do is screw the real fans like us. That's all. They don't give a shit. Maybe it's a gambling thing they're doing it for. I don't know.
Again, Tough, as I stated from the beginning of the show, it's they just messed up the rhythm of the show, and it's something that's created that it just made the game in the second half unbearable to watch. So many replays, so many reviews, so many fouls that both teams were fishing for fouls, and that they got every single call on both ends. It just made the game unbearable to watch at times. It was just very bad.
And it's horrible too, because you have to watch James Harden, who's going to go to the Hall of Fame, being one of the most boring. And this is not Tim Duncan boring. We're talking about the most boring Hall of Fame skills I've seen in sports is James Harden playing basketball. I don't know how the hell he does what he does, but he is exhaustingly boring. Just boring player, boring team, boring number one guy in Kawhi Leonard, boring Ty Lue, boring loser franchise like the Clippers. This is what it is. I can't stand the Clippers. I can't stand that whole existence at this point. The amount of pub that they get for being losers is amazing to me. It'd be like talking about the Miami Marlins nonstop. Like, what are we talking about here? Hell, at least the Marlins won a couple World Series, but no one gives a shit about the Clippers. Clipper fans aren't even Clipper fans. They're anti-Laker fans. That's it. No one gives two shits about the Clippers.
Intel Wild says, if I'm at Austin asking for a max contract, I tell Austin you are not good defensively, so let's meet a little down. Again, as I say this before, and I'm going to say it again, Intel, I'm going to say it to everybody out there. He's 28. He is only going to get this opportunity once in his career to get generational wealth money for a substantial amount of years, whether it's a 4-year somewhere else or a 5-year from the Lakers. If he continues to play at this level, like the, around that what he's doing right now, Joe, if you look at the stats, other players of this ilk are getting max money. So how, I didn't say you and I would pay him the max money. Let's get that one thing clear. But if you're his agent, you're going to try and get the most dollars for him as possible, because this could be the one opportunity he gets, that opportunity to be one of the two marquee free agents out there, along with Trae Young and maybe some others as well, but not as high as those two, Austin Reaves and Trae Young. Those two guys are coming to market with some teams that do have some cap space, like the Clippers, for instance, that might be interested in paying top dollar for him and willing to take the price, even though his defense, again, is always under scrutiny by us as Lakers fans.
Well, I mean,
I just threw the Clippers out there as an example.
He's going to have to make a choice. Do you want to go to Washington? Washington's going to have cap space in the summer. You want to go get the max of Washington?
Or the Clippers. Again, the Clippers will be able to free up some.
You want to go play for a loser franchise?
I'm just throwing that out there, Joe. Intel says, honest question here. Would you rather have, again, thank you for the super chats. Truly appreciate it, Intel. Would you rather have Luka, SGA, or Edwards? I'm taking Luka every day and twice on Sunday. Joe?
Wait, what was the question?
Would you rather have Luka, SGA, or Edwards?
Oh, come on. That's not even I mean, SGA's earned a lot. Don't get me wrong, but the second Luka wins a championship, it's over. Luka
you can be blessed with all three, but
Luka has transcendent talent. SGA is going to be a Hall of Famer one day. Anthony Edwards is nothing anywhere near anyone I want near my team. I don't like who he is. He's got talent, but I don't want him anywhere near the Lakers. I don't really have any respect for him.
El Rosto is adding something into your Clippers hate, and it says top 10 Clipper hates. I'll go first. Ballmer's Coke habit. Now you, Joe.
Clippers hate just them existing. They should be in San Diego, except that piece of shit Sterling wanted to be Hollywood, but in a different way. Brought him to LA. I don't have any. It's not as bad as it's worse. No, it's worse. The whole San Diego Padre thing that Dodger fans have been dealing with the last few years. I like that there's a division rival there, right? I like that there's tension. But at the same time, you can't yap like you're the top dog when you haven't won shit ever. You have to win, and you can't beat the team in the playoffs and then lose to the Phillies in the next round. Like you should have won the championship after that, but you're too busy worrying about beating a team instead of winning championships. It's very college football like back in the day. It's still going on like right now, but not really. But yeah, the Clippers just the name Clippers with this stupid ass nickname, the Clippers. What the fuck kind of name is that?
It's the team they took from San Diego. What you would think they would be smart enough to change, but then again, the Raiders. Look at the Raiders. They've got that Raiders mystique that it's, they're so living off of right now here in Las Vegas. But you think the Clippers would have changed their name when they moved it to downtown LA, but yeah,
No, that probably
what
would
it
have
is.
cost. It would have cost that cheap piece of shit too much money to rebrand. You didn't want to do that.
I'd say Sterling is my top Clippers hate. Again, the way he treated the team. I had seen the way he
He was
managed and ran the
enabled,
team,
Gerald.
penny pinching for years.
People enabled him. And I'm sorry to say this, God rest his soul. Elgin Baylor, you knew that piece of shit was a racist scumbag piece of shit. And you worked for him. You took his money. Doc Rivers, you took his money and you knew this. Players, I can't blame players sometimes because Blake Griffin can't pick. I mean, I guess he could have, but he didn't. That's not the way to go. He got drafted to go, to that team. It's nothing he can do. But hell, even Lamar Odom, who's had decision issues in his life, I remember vividly before he went to Miami, he begged the Clippers, please do not match the contract that Miami was giving him. He was a restricted free agent, and they didn't. Even he knew, at least, the guy that didn't make good decisions knew. So the Clippers, and I don't dislike Ballmer. I think he brought, or at least I thought he did. He had brought some credibility there, but it turned out that getting Kawhi Leonard, and maybe you should have known this a little bit more. If you're not going to be happy in San Antonio, then you're not. It's like, this is one of the most renowned, best run teams in sports. How are you upset with them? Because they called you out for Cadillacing it? And then he got a little bit of a reprieve because he ended up helping Toronto win a championship with that dipshit Masai. They turned him into a god after a year because Popovich just wanted to send Kawhi to the furthest freaking team you could throw. I bet you if there was a team in Switzerland, he would have sent them over there. He threw Kawhi the furthest east he could. That wasn't an accident. So if you're not going to be,
and we're just wait.
Yeah, if you're not going to be happy in San Antonio, there's something wrong with you. So here you are. Now we're talking about whatever the hell Adam Silver has really deteriorated the last 5 years. I mean, he really has. He has no balls. Absolutely no balls. What's going on with this Clipper thing? Did they cheat or did they not? Or are all these headlines? All these headlines
pointing in that direction, Joe.
Well, everything's pointing in that direction based off what you're seeing from the media, and the media doesn't know dick. Malik Beasley, they had him going to the gallows. All of a sudden, here we go. Oh, he's not. They found out he didn't have anything going on. Oh, really? You guys destroyed this guy, and then they didn't find one damn thing on him.
No, Joe, this is different. This is way different. This is mountains of paper.
Chauncey Billups is pleading not guilty. What does that tell you? That they have a case, right? They have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. Yeah. Are they going to settle? I don't know. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything. I don't believe a damn thing the media says, and I really haven't in the past, but I don't believe anything now. Nothing. All it is to get clicks. All it is to get things going so that people can feed their stupid publications because no one wants to watch their trash. So they got to turn into the National Enquirer for clicks. So I don't know. I don't have a clue if anybody did anything wrong. The only thing that I'm pissed off with Kawhi Leonard on really is his stupid ass should have came to the Lakers, and he would have been 2 more titles deep, likely. And we would have been – Lakers would have been sitting on 19 championships right now, probably. Going on 20, when? I don't know. Who knows what would happen. Instead, he went to the Clippers, went to a loser team. With who?
No,
Paul
Joe,
George, of all people.
Intel Wild wants you to call them the toenail clippers in the super chat.
That's your line, Intel. You should roll with it. You should trademark it and copyright it. That's your you deserve that line, and I think that's the best. I think that's for the best in the end.
Once again, it is the Lakers winning 135 to 118. They are now 3-0 on their Group B. Group B with a plus 36 point differential. They're second overall in the Western Conference to Oklahoma City as far as not only in their Group A with OKC having a 63 point differential, but the Lakers are also tied with Denver overall in the Western Conference with a 13-4 standings right now in the Western Conference. And again, you and I are in agreement on this, that we would not have predicted, even with full health, that the Lakers would be in this position that they are now. They're exceeding our expectations. The offense, like I said, has played at a really high level. The defense, we've gotten at times just good enough. And I tell you what, the scoring differential isn't great, but I tell you what, the Lakers are getting done where it counts, and that's in the win column, my friend.
So somebody had mentioned my hate is more for the Clippers than the Celtics. That's an interesting observation.
That was JSJ.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
That is
there's some relevance there, because I like Brad Stevens, I like Jaylen Brown, I like Jason Tatum, I like that team. I really do. The only reason why I can't cheer for them is I'm a Laker fan, and there is a prize that the Lakers are close to getting. They tied it up until 2024. So I can't root for them to win titles. But I like the players. I like the coach. Mazzulla's great. Absolutely fantastic. My kind of guy. Brad Stevens, my kind of guy. The way they run their organization. You know, Gerald, with the whole Ime Udoka fiddling around with the help, right? That was when I really started to change, like, for them. I'm like, man, these guys are on point, because look at the one we have. That one jumps on coaches, allegedly players. What the hell kind of business is this? You want to have respect in the league as a business person, and you're jumping the employees? Like, what the like, what kind of that? You're not gonna get my respect. Like, dude, go find somebody else. There's a bunch of people out there. Why do you got to go play with people in the house? So the Clippers, the reason why the Clippers are such an irritant is because they've been made relevant with no credibility. They haven't won dick. They haven't been to a finals. And even going to a finals doesn't mean anything. Win something for once. Win something. And then you have the two most detestable players right now in James Harden and Kawhi Leonard on that team. And these guys are supposed to be, they're supposed to be something that the Clippers are in town. So? Who gives a shit? What are they, 5-13 now? 5-13. How many times we're going to have this discussion? Is Kawhi going to be healthy? Is this guy going to be healthy? Are they going to be healthy? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? No, they're not. They're not going to win shit.
So let me ask you this. And once again, it's the Lakers beating the Drippers 135 to 118. Again, the Lakers are atop their Group B in the wonderful NBA Cup. But let me ask you this. The trade that sent Paul George and, for all intents and purposes, Kawhi Leonard to the Clippers. Yes, I know Kawhi signed as a free agent, but they basically, him and Uncle Dennis, steered, along with all this other stuff that went on that we hear now going on that's been reported on, which you say you don't care about because it's the press, but they did report on the fact that he made several demands to other teams, the Lakers, Toronto, but he also demanded for the Clippers that they trade for his buddy Paul George. That trade that brought Paul George here to LA, to the Clippers, and bring in Kawhi Leonard. At the time, what were you thinking about that? What were you thinking about what they did at that time to bring those two in? Were you Clippers aside, because we all know that the clip's going to clip, and I'm sure that a lot of us were still thinking that, but you had to be at least, eyebrow raised when they brought in Kawhi and Paul George at that time.
I kept replaying in my head Doc Rivers telling Ballmer that you might be making a mistake trading Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I didn't know Shai was going to turn into what he turned into, but that was always that was an odd comment when I heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you know who Presti is, Sam Presti, you did start wondering, man, you're giving this guy all the resources to basically rebuild Oklahoma City the way he did when he got Durant, Harden, and Westbrook. That might be a bad thing. I didn't know they turned into this. No one did, because you didn't know Shai was going to turn. I didn't know 100% if Shai was going to turn into this, but it was interesting when I heard it at the time. Doc said, you might be making a mistake trading Shai Gilgeous. Why would Doc say that? Doc is a lot of things, but I don't think Doc doesn't know talent. I don't think
he had just finished his rookie season, by the way.
I don't think you can again, you can call him whatever you want, but I don't think you can say Doc doesn't know how to recognize talent. And he absolutely hit a bullseye on that. Imagine the Clippers with Shai Gilgeous right now and building around him instead of knock knees Kawhi knock knees Leonard, and having to watch James Harden and his fat ass and his stupid ass beard running around being the representative of your team.
Well, because of that move,
he looks like he smells like stale popcorn with butter in it. Every time I look at him, I don't know why. The first thing that pops in my head is stale popcorn with. By the way, that oil at the theater, they tested it. It's one of the worst foods ever created. Is the butter at theaters?
That's why I say no butter.
That's why it tastes good.
I'll just take the salt, thank you.
I'm like, yeah, baby, because I don't go to the theater as much as I used to.
Pour the butter on. There you go. Butter it up. But that trade, and I talked about this with Caleb Ponce on NBA Observations.
That is true, Johnny. That is true. If you're around me long enough, I hate everything. Like, I get into those modes where everything I see, smell, eat, I hate if it's not something I like. Yeah.
JSJ, I mean, you guys are talking about where Ballmer should have moved the team to. He's making a ton of cash.
No. Don't move the Clippers. No, that was never something I wanted. No. And please help us with this, Seattle. Why does everything have to go to Seattle?
And Stefan,
if
why
Seattle
do you think
took care of their business
in 2020?
If Seattle took care of their business, they would have won the championship last year, but they didn't. You can blame David Stern because he's a shrewd businessman, but Seattle dropped the ball. That's why they lost the Sonics. Don't put it all on the NBA.
Do we have to have another discussion on 2020, Stefan? Come on. The Lakers won in the bubble without a home court advantage that they rightfully deserved throughout the course of the truncated season was. They would have won whether it was in the bubble or not in the bubble. Let's make that abundantly clear. The Clippers were not ready to win, and they were then, and they're not ready to win now. It's just
the Clippers. The Clippers were up 3-1. They couldn't win. They couldn't get one more win. Why is that? What does that
happen? He's talking about in 2020.
Yeah. The Clippers were up 3-1 against Denver. And then you had Magic Johnson. I remember. Oh, we're gonna see Clippers and Lakers now. Totally jinxed it. Lakers beat.
Even if he tried to give them, he gave them Ivica Zubac on a silver platter.
Lakers beat everyone that mattered in March before the league shut down. They hit their stride. That Laker team was balling all year. They were losing close games against good teams. They were whooping all the teams they were supposed to whoop the first 3.5 months. They were set to run the table eventually. Not run the table literally, but you know what I mean. That team was the best team in the NBA at the time before when the league shut down. You want to sit there and yap about bubbles and this and if and when and how. If you base it off when the season wasn't stopped, they were still winning and beating good teams. They beat the Clippers in Milwaukee in back-to-back games.
Yeah, that's incorrect. Stefan, I'm sorry. There's no one here in this chat or in this stage that's going to agree with you on that one. That one, you're on an island on your own that if you think the Clippers were actually going to win in 2020. Again, the Lakers won.
Why didn't they win in 2020? It was easier for them. They were up 3-1 against Denver.
Again, I don't know. No worries, Stefan. No worries. But yeah, he has his opinion. I said he doesn't root for the Clippers, but he's just saying that he felt that they were the best in 2020.
No, they would not have. You can't sit there and say they would have won when your players can't focus on winning because they want to go eat at a strip club or bring their skanks in. You know, this is stuff that, I mean, these guys' priorities was chicken wings and skanks. How come LeBron wasn't doing that? How come Anthony Davis wasn't doing that? Maybe give some credit to those guys, even though that kind of sounds stupid. Like, hey, good job not wanting chicken wings and skanks in your room. Like that's a stupid saying too, or a line too. But that's what the Clippers players were thinking about.
Yes, it was Lou Williams, Johnny. Yes.
They cared about eating and banging over winning. And guess who won? The team that cared about winning.
Who was it also as well that stepped over line for like an Uber Eats or something like that? He stepped over the demarcation line there, and he had to be in quarantine again for another period of time, like a week or something like that, because he grabbed food from an Uber Eats driver. I remember it, but I don't remember who did that. But if you guys know in the chat, let me know there. But appreciate it. But again, the Lakers win 135-118. Well, look who showed up late to the party, but always welcome indeed. It's the Jake LaRavia biggest fan out there. He is the president of the Jake LaRavia fan club. He is a good man indeed. Make sure you follow him on social media, all kidding aside, at Lakers Corner, wherever you get your social media, including his great 3-minute reports all over the place. It is John Costa. John, good to have you here. Before we get into it, I've been waiting for a week to ask you this. I hope you're feeling better now, my friend.
I am.
What the hell is your problem with Jake LaRavia?
The guy's inconsistent. The guy sometimes doesn't.
He's just a guy. He's a rotation guy. Of course, they're inconsistent.
No, but it's not. It's not the numbers, right? And it's like what I've always said with Jake LaRavia. It's not about the numbers. It's the inconsistent with confidence, right? Like one game you'll see him oozing with confidence, like Euro stepping through the lane. Next game, you'll see him not even confident to make a pass, and he's throwing the ball out of bounds, or hesitating on a shot, thinking twice. I've said this so many times, y'all. At that level, you cannot be like lacking confidence in your own game. Like at an elite college level, you can't do that. Shit, don't let it happen in the NBA. But the reason I was late is I was actually editing my 3-minute recap that I'm posting right now. So I apologize, you guys, for being late.
I was editing.
Okay, well, your screen's black. My screen's look at that. 3-minute recap.
Why gotta be black, man?
What? I don't know, Joe.
I don't know. Mine says Lakers. So,
hey.
Gerald has the best phone.
There you go. But great to have you here, John. Your thoughts on the
Lemon
victory?
pepper Lou, yeah.
Yes, lemon pepper.
That's some
Lou.
good shit, by the way. Lemon pepper.
I forgot who was the other player that was cited because he grabbed the Uber Eats and stepped over the line in the bubble. I forgot who that was. Oh God, I'm gonna have to
got an Uber Eats on the bubble.
Well, no, there was Lou Williams who got in trouble because he went and got Atlanta, got the snuck out. I believe he got the wings at the famous wing eatery place that doubles as a gentleman's club. I'll just say that. Was it Montrezl Harrell? Was it Montrezl Harrell? Oh, okay. All right, Stefan. There you go. But 805, yeah, I mean, he is. You said he's good defense. I think he's active defensively. They did target him on several plays with Jake LaRavia, so he's got to understand that when he's in there, he's got a target on his back. If for a lot of times during the season, he's been able to be more than up to the challenge, but today they kind of did have their way with him, especially in that first half. And in the second, that play with Chris Paul where he got beat badly. Chris Paul just waltzes in for a layup, and then he's looking around. It's like the thing, you're beat. John's probably done this. And 805, I saw your question on Thanksgiving. I will answer it later. John, I know you've done this at some point in time. When you get beat badly by a guy that's 20 years your senior, you look around, you've been embarrassed. You got to go like, hey, why didn't you help me, Joe? Joe, why didn't you help me? Help me.
You get beat so bad, you start blaming the help side. You like, come on, where the help at?
Own it, Jake. Just own it. So I'm going to say, again, he is a rotation player. He can give the Lakers effective minutes, but if you're expecting consistency, again, he's still young, 23 years age, and his minutes are being yo-yo because LeBron just got in there as well. I'm not trying to give too much to the kid. I just say give it time to let it work out, to find a place in JJ's rotation that's firm so he knows what to expect. I think you need to give the kid more of a look before you just because I was kind of irked when I was driving home from Allegiant Stadium the other day and you were saying that you had just had enough or just about had enough of Jake LaRavia. I'm like, it's just the first part of the season, my friend. Just slow down on Jake LaRavia.
But it's like I told you though, Gerald, again, I'm not talking about the numbers wise. I'm not talking about what he's producing. I'm not worried about that because for the exact fact of what we've all said, this guy's going to be a role player. It's the eye test. It's like you can't give me consistent effort game through game, shit, let alone consistent confidence. You cannot, Gerald. I was on the freaking post game that game. I think that was a Timberwolves game. It was the game when Jake LaRavia went for like 27 and was stepping through the lane. I even said it. I was like, look, I know Jake LaRavia is not going to keep putting up 27-point games, but if he can keep playing this confident, man, that's going to keep the defense honest. That's going to keep the defense on their heels. And he hasn't kept that up. So that's my issue with Jake LaRavia. It's not the production. Yes, we all know he's a bench player. I'm not asking him to put up 20 points per game, but I'm asking him to play with that kind of confidence. And when you catch that, I'm going to be honest, guys, there's a lot. Go back and watch the tape. There's a lot of times when a lot of these Laker players are catching a rock, they're not even looking at the hoop. You're not even looking at the hoop. You're not a threat. You're not even looking at the hoop. And Jake LaRavia be on that type of time sometimes.
That's funny you say that because Stu said something tonight about Jackson Hayes looking at the hoop.
Come on, Jackson Hayes. But good thing Jackson Hayes is not Jake LaRavia.
Well, I'm just saying, it's interesting you brought that point up because Stu's a coach. People don't know that. He coaches and helps kids, right? And as soon as he said that, I was like, and then you said it, I was like, yeah, it's true. Yeah. That's exactly. And look what happens when you do that. Jackson Hayes had his best game of the year.
Come on.
Look, basketball's not complicated, believe it or not. The only thing that makes it complicated is when you're 6'2" and playing a guy who's 6'8" who can jump out the building. Then you're fucked. Yeah, because you can't get the ball anywhere near the rim the way you want to.
So I've been meaning to ask you this, Joe, because you brought up Jackson Hayes again. Best game of his season so far. Again, they really utilized him well on the pick and roll and him cutting the basket, which is his specialty. How did you hear about the news or something we haven't discussed yet? Because I think you mentioned this in training camp about how he was getting a Slovenian passport to play with Luka in the Olympics. Your thoughts, my friend, because I know you've thought long and hard and talked a little bit while in the past about this subject about getting these passports and becoming
So Jake Laravia is Slovenian?
No, I'm talking
No,
about Jackson Hayes.
Oh, Jackson Hayes is playing. Sorry, I meant Jackson
He's
Hayes.
intending to play for Slovenia because he wants to play with Luka.
Shit, I don't blame him. If I'm a big man,
What?
all I do is catch lobs.
He's from Norman, Oklahoma. Why? What the hell does he have to do with Slovenia?
That's how good Luka is. He's got this man ready to change his nationality, Joe.
He's gonna, and I know his pops. He used to play for the Steelers. He's black. How many Slovenians are black?
Zero.
Look, Gerald, I'm gonna make a confession. I'm gonna be a Haitian.
Hey, come on, come join.
Hey, look,
Whiteskins.
if you guys got a problem with it, you're racist. It's that simple. I'm Haitian.
Sammy, I say this because
I'm gonna put. Hold on. I'm gonna change my name. Damn it.
Well, I want to let me catch everybody up. Sammy and everybody out there who doesn't know, Joe and we crossed this issue for at least a few occasions during the run by the Team USA, Joel Embiid, but others like Kyle Anderson for China. Those players that moved over to another team from their country of origin just so they can play in the Olympics. Go ahead, Joe. Just wanted to catch everybody up.
I am Haitian. I just wanted to let everybody know.
Congratulations, my friend.
I appreciate you guys'
support.
support.
The Haitian embassy for you.
Yes, and I expect
to be treated as a full Haitian.
I expect everyone to. I'll be changing my name soon to a Haitian name, and I would like you guys to respect that.
Hey, can I show you guys some? I want to show you some. Watch this.
Nice.
Here you go. By the way, MRH, thank you for joining us on Twitch. I'm just going to be honest with you. Yeah, we've all do not have the greatest of opinions on Bronny. We do not think he's an NBA player as of now. He's taking up an NBA spot because of his dad, and yeah, that's at this point it's not looking great for him right now. Go ahead, my friend.
KD Trey Force. I don't know if you guys are big into basketball shoes, but check this out. These shoes usually go for like 130, 140 a pop. I got these bad boys yesterday. Okay, I got these bad boys yesterday for a grand total of $99.
From where?
Black Friday special.
From Foot Locker. KD Trey Force.
There you go.
I'll show you what I got.
Extremely comfortable shoes if you like playing basketball.
I'll show you what I got on Black Friday special right here.
I want to see everything.
Brand new chair right here.
I like the chair. The chair got LEDs.
Yeah, $100. $100 right there at Walmart.com.
We basically both spent $100.
That's my only Black Friday purchase. Shout out to my wife on that.
Oh, Joe, I got some heat for you too, then, Joe.
Kobe sixes, baby.
All right, okay.
Dodger style.
And we're back with another episode of the Sneakers Fast Break podcast. We're here talking sneakers all day long.
Those are good ones.
These, Joe.
The fives.
Yes, these right here are the greatest Kobe's ever made.
Yeah, the fives are good.
Okay, if I had to choose one shoe to wear playing basketball for the rest of my life, it would be these right here.
You only wear them indoors, right?
Of course. I honestly don't even really hoop in these. I any basketball shoes. I only hoop indoors with, but Kobe's, like these, I took the laces of these out because I haven't hooped in these in so long.
Those are good too.
And I actually replaced it for laces in my Sabrinas because I got Sabrina Udescu. But this right here, these Kobe's are amazing.
No, they're good. They're both good.
Do you wear
these? I wore these for the first time I think I got them 9 months ago. I went from my garage to my boy's house. I parked on the street, and his house is right there. driveway to his house. That's it.
That's all.
As soon as I said, I'm not wearing these to the store. Like, I was supposed to go to the store and get some shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't going anywhere. I'm not going to any parking lots or anything.
Nah, yeah, those are.
So yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah, these are exclusive. These are definitely probably one of my most favorite shoes. But yeah, the Kobe Grinches are amazing as well.
No, the basketball shoe stuff.
That's the one that Joe has, but it's just not the Grinch edition.
So we're not going to, and again, we're not going to be dishonest with you guys again. But we just appreciate you guys watching on Twitch or YouTube, Facebook, what have you. But we're not the biggest Bronny fans. We have not seen anything yet that has shown us that Bronny is an NBA level player right now, and it's anybody who comes out with, well, he's LeBron's son. Why is he in the league? Because he's LeBron's son. And are there better players that are 13th on the roster or 14th on the roster than Bronny right now that we could have gotten in place of him? I bet you we could have. I bet you we could have. Like Jordan Goodwin right now. Is Jordan Goodwin a better option than Bronny James right now? Because we could have kept him on the team if we didn't.
I would say so. I turned on the light, y'all. For a couple people here in the chat were asking.
Hey Cheesy says, Hot Cheesy on Twitch says, I'm going to be honest. Why does Joe Soro not twerk when he sees Luka make a shot?
Joe, can I tell you something? No, hold on, Joe. I need to tell you something. I've been meaning to tell you this, but I couldn't come last post game. This is growth, okay? This is growth for all of us. This is growth for Lakers Corner. This is growth for Lakers Fast Break. And I mean, you already knew this, Joe, because you're a cool guy. But I had a friend of mine I was talking basketball with, right? Didn't even mention Lakers Fast Break. Didn't even mention Lakers Corner. Didn't mention anything like that. I was talking about something with LeBron. I had gave LeBron credit for something, and he was like, "Oh man, don't let Joe Soro hear that." And I'm like, "Dude, no way." And then because I put Lakers Corner out there for, you know what I'm saying, but y'all know how the world works. Like the people who really, really know you, right? Like usually don't really actually support you. It's the people that you meet throughout the way that have similar minded, but like a homie of mine that I've been knowing like since like elementary school, he just hopped in and he was like, yeah, don't let Joe Soro hear that. And I was like, dude, you listen like that? He's like, yeah, bro, I listen. And he just knew how much of a LeBron not hater, but how much you're not a fan of LeBron. And it was just a cool moment for me. And I was like, man, give Joe his props too. Give Joe his
yeah. It's there's no other way to look at it, I guess, if you're listening to how we describe it, because we're supposed to be supportive of everybody because they're a Laker and all that. But I had this discussion on Lakers Ball, my forum site, and one of the guys on there is one of those guys. He's a good man. I have a lot of respect for him. He's very optimistic, very positive. And I told him, I said in one of the posts, I said, because he was really, really not upset, but he was disappointed that I had such venom towards Jeannie and Rob and that stuff. And I said, and paraphrasing obviously, but I said to his name was LT, Laker fan. I said, LT, look, I actually don't. I like that you're a positive guy. That's a better way to live. It's much more relaxing. I said, but I'm not going to support things, even if it's from my own team. I don't do that. So somebody had mentioned. Sorry if it took me a long time to get back. You guys have been asking a lot of great questions. I just haven't been able to get to all of them. But someone had mentioned, how do you deal with family members at during Thanksgiving? So here's how this works. Everyone in my family and everyone in my friends circle know how I am. The people who are around me, who I hang out with, know exactly who I am, and they're the ones that are going to be around me. Those who don't, I guess, connect are not going to be around me. So I don't really have anyone, because at some point there will be a retort, and people generally do not like to be embarrassed told who they are. I hold back a lot because I feel bad for the people around me too, like my wife or my friends, and like there are times where I do want to react, but I don't because I know it's going to set things bad for them. So then I kind of I'll reel it in and just kind of go with the flow. But if I'm by myself, no. If I'm by myself and there's no connection to anybody around me, it's fair game, and that's just how I operate because I don't have time to deal with nonsense. So when we talk about Jeannie, we talk about Rob and them, there's so many layers to that I have to explain them. I'm like, this is how I operate. These people are they're not bad people, but I don't like them. I don't like how they do things. There's a lot of bullshit in there. And it's stuff that is accepted because they're rich or they're whatever, or they don't want to, cause problems. Fuck all that. I don't worry about that shit. You do something that's stupid, your ass should be called out. And that's just how my brain works. Because I'm sitting here having to deal with all these things in my life, dealing with sewage clearance assholes, fucking city of Beverly Hills ganking my containers because I'm supposed to apparently get a permit that I didn't know I was supposed to get. Like, I got to deal with all this shit. I'm getting punished for doing nothing. Just tell me that you need this stuff done. No one tells me shit. I got to deal with the everyday life of stuff. These guys are taking PPP loans out when they're billionaires, trying to take money away from small business stuff like me. I'm still small business. And you don't want me to say something about that? Magic Johnson, who I love to death, talking about somebody backstabbing Magic. Look, man, if Magic doesn't like you, you got a problem. That's like Shohei Ohtani. If Shohei is not liking you or respect you, you fucked up. So what do you want me to say? You want me to be supportive of these people? Magic Johnson talking about Rob backstabbing him. And that's after his bullshit press conferences and stuff. Jeannie doing what she does. Her brother's complaining about her. Guys, I'm not making this shit up. I'm going by the information I'm seeing and a little bit of my observation skills. So imagine that now in my real life, because I don't have any connection to Jeannie or Rob, so I can't. I have to go by what I see, right? But as far as connecting like directly in my area, I don't have these problems because no one is going to stay around long enough to me talking, because I'm going to talk at some point. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? Where'd you go? I don't have any dopers around me. I don't have any man whores around me. Why? Why would I have those kind of people around me? That's a disgusting life. You can enjoy your life doing that. Hey, God bless you. It's America. You can do whatever you want. But I don't want to be around that shit. I've gone to strip clubs before because my guy, I was, best man at my buddy's wedding, and he wanted to go to Sapphires in Vegas. Cool. Got there right away. Said to all the girls that were hovering around, I said, listen, this is my guy right here. He's getting married. Here's $300. Please, if you want to come jump, if you want to do the jump, just jump to him. I don't need it. It was that simple. When we were in college, we had strippers come for the events in the fraternity. I'm sitting there watching the boys do their thing, and I'm just like, yeah, no. I don't do that stuff. I don't go to these places. I don't go online and go into the dark areas. Okay? I have children. I have a reputation with my kids. The last thing I need is to go on something, I die, and then they go and look at my history, and and then now the last image of their dad is, what was dad doing on bendingover.net? By the way, I don't know if that's a real site. I just made it up.
I don't think I want to find out.
So I'm just saying, everything, it's not paranoia, because paranoia sounds too weak. It's I am very cautious of everything and everyone and anything. Gerald, did I ever tell you that story when I was in LA and I took somebody home from a network group? It was like an acting network group. Did I ever tell you guys that?
Yeah, I did not hear that story.
Long story short, half the people that went to this network thing in North Hollywood took the bus. And I was like, Jesus Christ, took a bus. Was it a 4-hour bus ride to come do a network meeting?
Struggling actors will do a lot.
Right? So I'm driving back to Temecula, and I happen to go the same way a couple people were living. So, hey, man, is there any way? They asked me, hey, are you going this way? Yeah, I am. Yeah, okay, thank you. So long story short, one of them was a female, and she was sitting in the passenger seat. There was an old man and there was a female. Old man was the first drop off. I wish he was the last one, man. This was like a signal, like right away after this. So now it's just me and her, and it's getting dark. And you guys, Gerald, you've seen how I look. I'm not one of those guys that people feel comfortable around. Like, I sound the way I sound, all that, right? So it's getting dark, and I'm driving, and I'm like looking over to the back. She looks terrified. And the whole time I'm thinking, bitch, you asked me for the ride. Like in my head, I was thinking that. I wanted to kick her out because I don't know what this bitch is going to do. She going to accuse me of doing something? Like, fuck you. I'll fucking kill you. Don't fucking even think of doing something like that. I didn't do shit to you. So I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of that situation. I was the one that was uncomfortable. So I drop her ass off and I leave. And that was like a sign from God that said, Joe, you do not belong around these people. I said, shit. It was bad at the moment, but it was great in that. Imagine that you are helping someone go home. You're helping someone, a female, home so she doesn't have to ride the bus. And this fucking lady thought, oh my God, I'm in trouble. You don't know what people think. You don't know what they're doing. You can't trust anything or anyone. You got to be sure. So the angst, the aggressiveness is all towards making sure that you don't put yourself in a bad position. And of course, how that relates to sports. Well, sports is my life. It kind of dictates a lot of things, right? It plays a real life role in the real world.
That's real. So, hey, I love the story. And just real quick, just wanted to say what's up to Black. You're going to say I was going to lead you into that. Whatever. No, I just wanted to say.
Well, I just want to say this. He put some of his conveniently timed comments while you were away, so make sure you scroll up before you go.
Oh no, I'm not really. I've already said, Lions don't lose sleep over their dream. But I just wanted to talk to him because last time he was trying to be funny. He was trying to be funny last time, guys. He said he was talking about the view count on my 3-minute recaps were low. So I just want to read it off here. You know what I'm saying? On stage with everybody. Y'all go and give a shameless plug to my channel. Go check out Lakers Corner 3-minute game recaps.
Shameless plug away, my friend.
The 3-minute game recap against the Jazz, 1,500 views. Okay. The 3-minute game recap before that, 600 views. The 3-minute recap before that, 1,700. And then the one before that, 500. 5,000. Come on, man. Hey, Black, that one's for you, brother. Just wanted to say that. That one's for you, brother. But besides that,
Black is going to turn blue now.
He might turn blue. He might, because that was his only thing. You know what I'm saying?
Come to a little bit of an armistice here and just come to a peace treaty for at least a couple days for Thanksgiving.
It's on him. He got to come home.
All right.
Come on, Black. You can't. That's mean. Come on.
What did he say? That's crazy.
That Jaylen Brown one though was kind of.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie, Jaylen Brown lucky got it going though. I ain't gonna lie. No, but me, I know. When it's my time to go,
Carlos Boozer had the best one.
You know what I'm saying? When it's my time to go, I know.
He looked like one of them Lego dolls.
It's not my time yet. I can still get a fresh cut. You know what I'm saying? But I know it'll be my time soon. My mom tells me that all the time.
Was Pops? Is that from Pops' side or Mom's dad's side?
Mom's dad's side. Mom, yeah, my mom's side.
Hey man, technology these days, man, they can fix that shit.
Hey, no, I'm not tripping about that. Once I do that, I'm rocking it.
Even Dion got his done.
But I still got it for now, though. Hey, look, I still got it for now. Still got it for now. I'm still good for now. Come on. My biggest mistake, you know what's crazy, is as a kid, I used to have longer hair and my hair used to get curly, and I used to always be curling my hair, and my hairs would fall out. And my mom would always tell me, like, you ruining your hair, baby. You ruining your hair. And I'm like, man, I don't want to hear what you're talking about. I don't want to hear what you're talking about. I should have listened. That's advice. Listen to your mom, kids.
Look, the hair is gonna go or not go, regardless of what you do most of the time.
That's true, but I was
that's a hereditary gene that kills that stuff if it gets killed.
I was fucking with it, but hey, my lineup is still cool. My lineup is still cool. My daughter thinks I'm handsome.
Headlines, baby. That's what we talk about on the Lakers Fast Break.
My daughter says I'm handsome after I get a haircut, and my girlfriend and my fiance, she still love me. Come on. So
we really
the Lakers Fast Break.
We really flew off the wagon here, didn't we?
I'm trying to bring it back in.
Sorry, go ahead.
Once again, it is the Lakers Fast Break. It is the Haitian sensation, Joe Soro.
Haitian, baby. I'm Haitian.
There you go. Yep, the Haitian sensation himself, Joe Soro, along with John Costa, the man with a nice do right there for you. At Lakers Corner right there for you, along with me, Gerald Glassford. Thanks again for watching. Listening. The Lakers do win 135-118. We'll close out the conversation with this. Your guys' thoughts. I'll start with you first, Joe, on the Lakers. Again, you and I are very surprised. They're 13-4 with the injuries, with the fact they've been on the road more than not. And as they lead into the Black Friday weekend with the final NBA Cup date against the Dallas Mavericks, your thoughts on how it can continue to look good from here? They do need to take advantage. Denver has two players in their starting lineup that are out right now with injuries. Houston, they've looked good at times, but against the heavyweights, OKC and Denver, they seem to fall short. Now's our time to go ahead and see if we can go and see if these Lakers are really a top 3 seed in the Western Conference.
I'm not concerned with Denver or Houston or San Antonio. If you're talking about future tense, concern is only Oklahoma City.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm never underestimating Jokic. You'll forgive me if
Jokic is great. Jokic is great, but I feel that the Lakers have finally kind of caught up to Denver. And that was when they really didn't have Jokic all the way. I'm sorry, Luka all the way. So I feel pretty comfortable that they can compete with them and beat them later, possibly in the playoffs. Oklahoma City's the problem. They have a lot of depth. They're the champions. A lot of confidence. And for the future, that's the team I'm going to probably be worried about. But as of right now, the Lakers are on this homestand. I had hoped that they would go 3-1. That to me would be an ideal record. They can go 3-1, and then they're going to go on the 6-game road trip, which technically one of those is not really a road trip. They're playing it into it in LA, but that road trip to the Northeast, and then on the way back, if they can go 4-2 during those 6 games before the December 25th Christmas game against Houston, now you have the Lakers sitting at 19-7 after 26 games. I think that'll show pretty much that these guys are really real. They're legit. They're gonna be formidable, and there's a very good chance they can get a top 2, for sure, a top 3 seed in the playoffs, and at that point, they put themselves in a position where if they do get a 2 or 3 seed, they can avoid Oklahoma City until the Western Conference Finals should they win the first 2 rounds, and who knows what can happen then.
Who knows, indeed. So again, it's a long season, everyone, but the Lakers are definitely looking good. El Rosto says, I think we need to consider talking up JJ a little bit before it's too late. And we slide and you're all are bashing him. Get some good comments in now. I will get some good comments in now. A 13-4 record, John. You have to give some of the credit to JJ. Again, I said in the very beginning, the Lakers with the lineup that they throw out there. I've said this from the very beginning of the season. If they throw out DeAndre Ayton and the 4 starters with Rui, AR, Luka, and LeBron, they're going to be a top 5 offense. That's not in question. And we saw a little bit of a taste of that tonight, scoring 135. But if they can just focus for 3 to 5 minutes for periods of time against most NBA teams on the defensive side, they can get it done against most teams in the NBA. And they're doing just that. JJ has created a top 15 offense. They're right now 14th in the NBA in defensive efficiency. And he has to get a ton of credit for that right now, because I did not think that them being that high defensively was going to be possible with this roster, John.
Gerald, before we continue, real quick, can we give a shameless plug to Drip Show? Because Black keeps thinking that I made this, which I mean, hey, I appreciate you. You think that I'm this talented, but this was gifted to me by the one and only Drip Show. So
I started the show with a 20-second commercial for him right here for you.
And that's what I'm saying, Gerald. See, that's my problem with Black. Black be talking, but he a noob. He don't even know what he talking about. Like people that talk nonsense piss me off, but it's okay. We're gonna turn this around and give my boy Drip Show a shout out. Look at that.
At Drip Show Shop on Instagram and Twitter.
Gave that
if
to
you guys want something made like this, pop culture or sports related, again, canvas art. You see Luka and Kobe behind me. That's Drip Show. You see the stuff that Joe has behind him over there against the wall. That's Drip Show. You see behind John. That's Drip Show. You see the pillow with Kobe and Gigi. That's Drip Show. At Drip Show Shop on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you, Serge, for putting that in there right there in the comments. Make yourselves a great Black Friday present and a great holiday gift by going to Drip Show and asking for a custom gift that you guys need today.
Yes.
Go ahead, my friend.
Yes, Gerald. I just wanted to say that, and I'm rocking that to support my boy Drip Show. But about
we were just doing it. We just did it as an easy way, Black, to support Drip Show.
Yeah,
there you
go. And Black's always got something to say. But you know what?
The poster that you were talking about.
A hater's always got something to say. Anyway, we're gonna keep it pushing about the Lakers, Gerald. Look, my original prediction was that they end there at the 4th seed. Honestly, it's looking better than what we even predicted. So looks great as of now, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I know this is a long 82-game season. And like I said, if we can finish as a 4th seed, great. But to Joe's point, I love what he mentioned, that if we can finish there as the 2nd seed, we can avoid OKC. But honestly, I'm going to be honest, the 2 teams I fear, and I think everyone can attest to me and agree with me here, well, at least I would hope so, is OKC and Denver. I think those are only 2 teams that, like, I don't think that we could be at all in a 7-game series. I'm just being honest. Like, could we get a game or 2? Absolutely. 7-game series, you have to really be better than a team and beat a team consecutively and have depth. And those 2 teams have that much better than we do, and they're much better coach. So that's really what I guess I'll end with there. And let me see if Drip shows today. If Drip shows in the chat. See, he black. I say he black. He back. Drip show, my boy. Come on, big love.
Joker, I'll get you his info. Just send me a text on our group chat, and I'll send you his info. Chris and I hung out at spring training last year. He's even better in real life, by the way.
He's a real one.
SB, it's search and destroy. again, YouTube changed all the profiles for everybody. It's not just my channels, Joe's. I've seen it on other channels as well. I don't know why. But the profiles that you made as far as the names, catch names that you guys made for yourselves, it's not showing up and hasn't for over a week now. So it's not an us thing. It's a YouTube thing. I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, but it certainly seems like it because they don't look like they're fixing it anytime soon. So guys, sorry about that. If if it's not what you guys want to see on there, but Sports Baby, the God moderator is search and destroy. Just wanted to give you a heads up on that.
Sports
Yes,
Baby.
and Joe became the Haitian sensation. Yes, you walk away if you walk away, Stefan, from the Lakers fast break for even just a few minutes, you'll miss the fantastic story that Joe's just told. We were all around the campfire and we listened to Joe's Thanksgiving story. Joe changed his nation of origin and he's now Haitian. John flashed his awesome shoes along with Joe and then sent his Thanksgiving love to Black. You're missing so much.
Check Black. Put Black in place.
Walk away for a second.
You can't walk away for a second. Black might get checked and then you might miss it. You don't want to miss a situation like that.
I'll tell you what, though, it's been great having you guys here. But Joe, I mean, on behalf of everyone out there, hopefully you, John, and everyone out there will have a truly wonderful and safe Thanksgiving. But any last thoughts, guys, before we head on out? Joe, I'll start with you.
Yes, enjoy the journey, as Phil Jackson used to say. The trio tonight scored 99 points together. Not only that, but they also had 24 rebounds and 22 assists. And LeBron looked good. LeBron looked real good. And he's not even in yet. Like, wait another few weeks.
Lungs.
He looked good. I liked how he was playing today. He really played accommodating on top of playing well. And there's no way this team will win without LeBron James. LeBron has to play well in this next months until wherever it is. So no one wants LeBron to be successful more than me, despite the contrary. My issues with LeBron is towards more of usually a distraction to the team. It's not about not liking LeBron, but it doesn't matter. People think I don't like LeBron. And that's fine. That's fine. It's not like I'm ever going to hang out with LeBron anyways, but it's geared towards winning and winning with the Lakers. And yes, we're greedy. Yes, we're inconsiderate. Yes, we're nuts. That's what happens when you win a lot. Sorry. The Yankee fans are the Yankee brass. They deal with that every day. When you're the Yankees, when you're the Lakers, when you're the Steelers, you're expected to win not just playoff games. You're expected to win championships. So
here we go, Joe. Here we go. Flow Pro 2676. When is LeBron a distraction?
Well, I'm going to sleep because I have a meeting and
I'll keep it short. Well, LeBron is a distraction when he does cryptic things for no reason.
I'm not doing this with that guy. Hey, Joe, you're a freaking.
Can you at least spell delusional correctly?
It's all the social media.
Joe,
Flow Pro, the social media stuff.
Yelling while you're doing it.
Years, it's just it's not productive. It's just not productive. And however great he is, one of the greatest players of all time, no dispute is whatever he's brought to the basketball court. But the stuff outside of the basketball court has been a distraction. Even the alcohol ad this year, where this what fake retirement thing that he did, that was a distraction. Again, it's not necessary and not needed. It takes away in some small way a lot of people's enjoyment of watching LeBron. And we've heard this from a lot of our fan base over the years. It just takes away from the enjoyment of seeing him at times because of what he has said and done over the years. But again, we're enjoying it now while he's playing at such a high level, still heading into age 41 next year. John?
Shoot, y'all know how I feel about LeBron James. I never once had a, a doubt in mind. So I mean, um, this is not a surprise to me, and so much so that I mean, I've already said this ample of times. I don't even think we need LeBron in a game, in November 26th, like to get a win. I think we're good enough to get a win simply with AR and Luka, enough to get through a regular season. And LeBron has played enough basketball, enough playoff basketball to understand what it is to turn it up. So, in my opinion, I think load managing him as much as possible is the way to go. Just simply because when you're 41, it doesn't even necessarily have to be like, oh, he got hurt because he was playing so many games. It could be like he got hurt and the way he fell is just a 23-year-old would have felt just the same way and bounced right back up, but he ends up hurting himself. So that's the only reason why I say that. But hey, what do I always say? I'm just a man with an opinion, right? But anyway, I said fourth seed. Let's see, finish as fourth seed, and I'm gonna go to sleep because I have a 8 a.m. meeting tomorrow. Even though it's working from home, so
You got
I
it,
can't
my
really
friend.
complain. But you guys are the best. I appreciate you, Joe, the Haitian sensation. I'll be reaching out to you, brother. There's a chance I might go down to SoCal. I don't know. I got to see. So
When?
I don't know. Maybe if I do, it might be this weekend. But I'll let you know. I still
Of
don't
course,
know.
I'm out of town this weekend.
That's crazy, Joe. That's crazy. It's
Make
okay.
it next weekend, and then we'll get together for sure.
Yeah, and then when I do, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna drive. So all good. But Gerald, I appreciate you as always, brother. Thanks.
You got it, my friend.
Yeah, Search. I've transitioned, but I'm not gonna put any blackface on. I don't want to go that route. This is still Gerald's
Thanksgiving,
channel. I don't
everybody.
want to jack it up.
Happy Thanksgiving to both of you. Hey, very thankful for everybody in here, even Black, because I'm even thankful for the haters. Thanks, Haitian Sensation. Thanks, Gerald. Thankful for you guys.
You got it.
Have a
Happy
good night.
Thanksgiving to you and the family, John. All right. Once again, that's John Costa at Clutch Talk, and also as well Lakers Corner, wherever you get your social media. FloPro, yes, OKC at what 18-1, whatever they're at. Yeah, how can you argue with them right now? But again, it's a long season. If SGA gets hurt, maybe that's a different conversation.
And that's something that look, you can't say that might not happen. It's happened the last 5 seasons. Somebody's been getting hurt, and I'm talking prominent players. So you can't go into the end of the year going, oh, well, it's Oklahoma City or bust. No. What if they lose Williams? What if they lose Williams? What if they lose Chet? One of those cogs might be a problem. And Chet has had a lot of injury issues in his career. So why I'm saying to enjoy the ride, because you don't know how everybody's going to end up at the end of the year. If something like that were to happen, now the Lakers have an opening, especially if they're able to get through Denver, Houston, San Antonio, however that turns out. Because I don't think there's going to be a problem in the East. I just don't. And man, would it be a crazy, crazy ending to win a championship. That would be nuts. It's nice to hope. I'm going to hope. I'm going to do what Gerald does and hope.
Well, let's hope that the Lakers can find their way through. But for now, Lakers are 13-4, second place in the Western Conference, tied with Denver. We'll see how that looks as we hope the Lakers continue to go ahead and win starting on Friday. Black Friday it is. Will they get the Black Friday special? against the Dallas Mavericks. Thank you, Nico. All right, there you go. We're going to build him a statue, I'm sure, because of what he did for us. But we'll see. I'm sure all the Nico Harrison, Luka Doncic puns will be out aplenty on Friday. But go ahead and make sure you follow with us. As far as the game is concerned, that'll be on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. Also, maybe Joe's channel as well, playback.tv/The Joe Soro Experiment. And also John's channel as well, playback.tv/Lakers Corner. And then after the game, just come right back here. It's the best Lakers post game that's out there. It is, of course, the Lakers Fast Break. Yes, I do have memberships available. You guys get a lot of my stuff first or among the first right there as far as the videos are concerned. In fact, I'm going to have a conversation on the NBA as far as NBA observations with Legend that I'm going to record tomorrow, or actually later today. And I will pop it for members first, and I'll have it hopefully for the rest of you guys about a day later. But if you want to get it first, go ahead and become a member. It's just $2.99, and that's a Black Friday special that I have all year long for you from your friends right here at the Lakers Fast Break. So once again, the Lakers win 135-118 for the Haitian sensation himself, Joe Soro. It's me, Gerald Glassford. Thanks again for watching and listening. Please support Joe's channels. Please support mine. And if you do, we are truly thankful. And here's hoping you and your family have yourself a happy and safe Thanksgiving from all of us right here at the Lakers Fast Break Podcast. Gobble, gobble. Be safe.
Eat. Joe, can you speak on Mark Walter being connected to ICE? It's a rumor that wasn't true.